Good morning, students. Yesterday we learned about the physical properties of metals. Today we learn on chemical properties of metals. Okay, so we have seen that there are many similarities but also some differences in the physical properties of metals. Okay, do you think that we will see something similarities similar to the chemical properties of metals? We learn a little more about the reactivity of metals by looking at their historical development. Through this study, we try to understand for how long human beings have been using metals and their ease of availability. So here we study about the chemical properties of the metals, especially the reactivity of the metals. How the metals are reacting with other chemicals when they are exposed to the environment. Okay. So because of differences in the chemical properties of metals, the era means what? ERA, the period of time. When humans were able to obtain them in the pure forms, also different. Let us understand by this statement. That means here the reactivity of the metals. So metals are found in the pure form from the nature. Okay, some metals are found in the pure form from nature, and by finding of the metals according to the history, according to the years, how did they find out? So the reactivity of the metals depends upon the history of the metals. So for the first time which metal they found out, and afterwards how they found out, and how the reactivity of the metals are increasing. Okay, so specially we study by the displacement reaction. Okay, so we through the displacement reaction we will learn how much the metal is reactive with other chemicals. Here there are some questions. For these questions, by following activity we understand. First we see the historical background of obtaining a metal element. Okay, so this is the historical. So obtained in gold, availability in the earth's crust. Everything is found out. So many metals are found out from the earth's crust. So earth's crust means from the earth. Okay, under the earth. So much distance deep down of the earth, and from the so many earth's ore, that means from so many mountains and stones the metals are separated. So gold, the first metal found out what? Gold in which year? 6000 BC. Okay, then afterwards availability in the earth's crust, how much is availability? 31%. Copper 4200 BC. BC means before Christ. How much it is present? 68. Then like that silver, lead, tin, zinc, iron, mercury, and then after the mercury what is there? Platinum, cobalt, nickel. Follow textbook page 138. Okay, so according to this the reactivity of the metals are increased. Okay, so we get the very less form, the gold and silver. Yesterday we studied the silver is the good conductors of electricity, but it is very high cost economically. That means it is very high cost and good income comes by the silver. So that is why not used for the good conductors of electricity. So this is the history. Okay, so here one experiment is done. Okay, so test tubes are taken A, B, C, D, E, F. All together how many test tubes are here? 7 test tubes. So this activity is to learn about the reactivity of the elements. Okay, first of all I want to show you the reactivity of the elements. Okay, so here as we see, okay, so the decreasing of the reactivity, here they have given the arrow mark is going down. So as we go down, the reactivity of the metals are decreasing. It is the downwards less reactive, and upwards more reactive. Okay, so as we go down, the reactivity of the metals are decreasing. Now first, when we take lithium, lithium is more reactive than the following elements. Okay, potassium is more reactive. The first more reactive is the lithium, then sodium, calcium, Mg means magnesium, Al means aluminium, then zinc, chromium, iron. Iron is the Fe means iron, then Sn means tin, Pb means lead, H is hydrogen, Cu is copper, Hg is mercury. So these letters are different, na? Actually the first letter of the element we got it as a name of the formula, name of the chemical, but some are different. That means it is the according to the Greek language and according to the those languages it is written. Okay, iron is means Fe. Okay, so like this, and then afterwards Ag means silver, Au gold, Pt platinum. Actually, when the metals are exposed to the environment, exposed to the atmosphere, so for example, let us observe of the gates and some windows and some benches what we have with the metals in our houses or in the school. If they are outside in the rain or with the water and with the oxygen, when they react, metals when they react with the water or oxygen, they will be rusted. Yes, it will be rusted. But gold and silver also the people wear every day. By wearing the gold, they wash the face, they take the head bath, they take bath. But why they don't rust? Why the gold, silver and some metals don't rust means because they are less reactive. Okay, you see gold is down. Yes, gold, silver and mercury and platinum, you see they are down. But why they don't get rusted? They don't get rusted because they are less reactive. So they don't react with the oxygen and water, so that they will not be rusted. But when we see above, copper, iron and some metals, magnesium, they will be rusted. Why? Because they are more reactive than these. Okay, what is the silver, gold? And one more thing I wanted to say, this mercury, all the metals we get in the hard, okay, in the solid form, but only the mercury we get in the liquid form. Okay, LuQuid. Mercury is mostly used in where? In the thermometers to measure the temperature. Okay, if the temperature is high, then in the thermometer mercury will be spreading. Okay, it will be in one place in the mercury, but as it is measured, mercury will be spreading. So that if you have fever, at this degree it will stop. So they can say you have 1 or 2 degree fever. Okay, so mercury is used here. Why it is used mercury in the to measure the temperature? Because mercury always stays at the room temperature. Room temperature means what? 32 degrees Celsius. If not 32 degree Celsius, the room temperature. Okay, you just hold on to 1 minute please. Okay, so the room temperature is the 22 degrees Celsius. Sorry, room temperature is 22 degrees Celsius. So it will stay. If the temperature high or low also, it will not be affected. But once the mercury is kept under the in the body to measure the body temperature, it will be reacting to the body temperature. Okay, according to the Celsius scale, it is 22 degrees Celsius, the room temperature. Our body temperature according to the Celsius scale, it is 32 degree Celsius. Okay, now we study about the displacement reactions.